Good. Atta girl. Yep. And then march again. And then we go leg yield to shoulder in. But when you get to the shoulder in, be a little more serious, huh? This is very good. Yep. Very correct. Good in the bridle. Crossing over. Good to the leg. We're happy. And now shoulder in. Yeah, come on. Keep all that long neck organized now. Ears level. Ears level. Thank you so much. That's it. And not too much angle now, huh? Little less angle, little more bend. Little less angle, little more bend. Keep the ears level. Keep the ears. Good girl. And straight. Okay, and don't round your lower back. It's something about, try to move your shoulder blades back a little bit. Pretend I have an ice pick and I stick it between your shoulder blades. You certainly would move them back in together. And then raise, grow in your upper body. Don't be afraid of sitting tall over the horse. Stretch the front of your body, okay? Just stretch the front of your body in and breathe through your stomach. So breathe out. Get your lungs full of air and breathe with your belly. And it's important that you don't just go and pant, you know? You need oxygen too. That's it. Stretch your upper body so everything is in line and balanced. So you can warm up at the same time as the horse, you know? That's right. Sit tall. You're not going to be able to pretend you aren't tall, so just be proud of it. There you go. You're not going to get any shorter in a hurry. This is great. This is good. I really like. So I think he's on your page with that. In the shoulder in, he needs to really bend and go to the left rein, and not in the neck. Not, that's right, not in the neck, knee, and don't let him put one ear lower than the other. Ears level. Good, good. You got it. So there he's honest, huh? Really honest. So that's good. Done with that. Now you can do a half pass if you want, just to get all the joints going. But the shoulder in was great. Now position him. Right shoulder stays back a little bit, and if you go in the half pass, right leg on him. Your hips in line with his hips, your shoulders with his shoulders. That's a good rule of thumb, huh? And keep bending, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going. Yes, okay. And now to the other side. So you go down center line, your leg yield to the right, and you do your shoulder in on the wall, on the long side, just like you did. And he's walking along just as obedient and nice as could be. Good. I love it. No, a little more leg, a little more leg. There you got a little slow and hesitant, huh? Good. That's it. And then a shoulder in. Right rein. Right rein. Don't curl his neck. Don't curl his neck. Right rein. Push him up. Push him up. Good. Push him up. Right rein. Don't curl his neck. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's it. Okay. And half circle and half pass left. And it's all about the right rein. That old saying, the outside rein still is in effect. Sit to the left, left shoulder back, and follow him. Adjust to where his shoulders are. Good. That looks easy. Very good. So now maybe you feel ready for the half pirouettes, huh? But then bring him up here so I can see him a little bit closer. And then remember what I said, he needs to step up in the bridle more. And he needs to lower his haunches and raise his forehand. Yeah, lower his haunches, raise his forehand. Close the hand. Position him to the right, good. And turn right, and do it like you would in the Pre-St. George over the... Okay, that was actually quite nice. Now do it here on the straight line. Little shoulder fore, up to the left rein. Keep him connected, and turn. And turn, and think forward. He missed one step behind. Could you feel it? Yeah. Okay, do it again. Push him to the left rein, then think half pass right on the turn, around the haunches. He stood still again. And you need to learn to feel when the activity is gone. Now, how do you correct that? What do? You can start by making it larger so you can feel it more, but not so large that he gets lateral. Be careful, and that's what happens there. Too large, he becomes lateral. But you can also use your inside leg much more to keep him active, huh? Good. Half halt and sit to the right and keep the activity. Keep the activity. Feel that. That was correct. Okay, other way. Now we go there. No. Push him to the right rein. Push him to the right rein first, so you don't have a chance. Good, and then keep turning. Little half holds right and keep turning. Keep walking. Good. Okay. Once more to the left. He was a little slow in the start, but he kept his activity. Uphill, come on. Uphill, thank you. Let's go. Up. Good. Okay. He was to the left. He wants to get too low in the bridle. To the right, he stayed pretty high and correct. Could you get him up a little more? Yeah, that's it. Keep his pole the highest point. That was nicer. So those got better and better. But if you don't feel the activity, do you have a mirror at home? Yes? Always do them in front of the mirror. So now the best way for you, if I were not here, the best way would be to go down center line and do them both towards the mirror, right? So you can see the whole thing. So do that once, and then I'll talk you through it, and then you can, think about that when you see it at home. But you were not really aware that he wasn't stepping, and that's not a good thing. Good, because of course if you stand still, you lose the score immediately. So turn left and get a little closer to the mirror than that. So center line would be better. No, I don't want you to go that way because you're coming toward. I want you to go down the center line and then do it towards the mirror. Do you understand? I want you to see the whole turn. Okay, so set him up. Now you can do it either way, it doesn't matter. But coming up here, now you're going to do your turn to the right, to the mirror. That's right. That's the point. You're going to do it so that you can see it. And then you can tell. Good. And now bring him around with your left, right, forward thinking. Look at it. Up. And then you lost him at the end. But you could see the hindquarters, huh? Do it to the left. Set him up and think, and then take him with you. Good. Keep thinking forward. Keep thinking forward. Good. And finish. That was large, but it was good. For a turn on the haunch, it was great. For a half pirouette, you needed a little smaller. And then to the right. This is well worth working on because it costs you a lot in the tests if it is not good. Good. Think, there you couldn't feel it. And you also didn't look at it. Okay, come around, do that one again. Just turn, come back. And you want to do, but you're doing that away from you want to go towards the mirror. Good, that's it. And look in, as soon as you can, you look in the mirror. You can look in it the whole time. Look at the whole turn. Half halt and sit and turn and activity. That's right. And there he fell forward. And there he stopped. There you saw a lot of varieties you don't want to see. Turn right and come again. You want a much smoother, steadier go when he keeps walking all the time. Contact left, position, sit. And then we turn towards the mirror. Good. And going, and going, and going, and going. And you're done. Okay. We'll finish on that one, which was good. So then I think it's time to, do you canter first? Yeah, let's do that. And then warm them up at the canter. And sit straight down. That's right. Use your core to push him into the canter. Don't round your lower back and suck your stomach in. Push your belly button forward. Like you're pushing air into a big balloon in front of you. That's it. Push from your seat. Good. How is he in your hand?
Not bad.
Okay.
Maybe a little better.
It could be a tad lighter, I think. But I agree, not bad. He's steady. He's steady, Eddie, but he needs to lighten up a little bit in front. Yeah, and a little shoulder forward there wouldn't hurt. So you can get him more in the right rein and he sits more. Like that. Like that. That's it, Brandy. Right, just like that. Good. Contact, sit up, push him over. Okay. Come again. Just the same way, steady to in the right rein. Don't let him hang in the left rein, okay? You should be able to do Überstreichen, you know, give and take. Give and take with the left. Put your hand forward. Hold him in the right rein. Put your hand forward on the left. You got it. Put your hand, that's right, okay? Give with that left hand. I don't want him to hang on it so that you're holding him up. It's not your job. Now work on giving with the left. Straighten his face. Good. Yeah, and hold him with your left leg and right rein. And don't overuse your left. Good girl. Okay. And then maybe a half pass to the left somewhere, a nice long one. And again, even in the half pass, you should be able to give with your left rein, huh? Uphill, uphill, it's 2 downhill, it's 2 downhill, come on. Yep, make him canter up to the right rein. Bend is good. And he's going sideways enough. Good, but I want him more up in the bridle. There you go. Aha. Better. And the flying change when you're ready. Good, very nice. Now for your neck, now start again with the leg yields, and now you're going to give with your right rein. So he comes up in your outside rein, and you're not trying to hold that inside rein too tight. That's really sharp, that's okay. Yeah, he dealt with that very well, very well. Shoulder in, good. That's good. And then we do half pass somewhere. Jump, make him jump, make him jump. Good, don't chase him. I said make him jump, don't make him run. There, good girl. Every stride the same, right, and the good change. Okay, I rather liked all that, and I give him a break because he was really good about it. And also be really consistent with trying to ask for the self-carriage. I don't want this horse to get the notion that he can just lean on your inside rein and you will happily hold him up. Because if you do it, you can make it through tests and stuff and the movement. But in the end, he is never going to understand that he has to carry himself. So you need to be insistent on that lesson to him, or he will be very happy to do everything while you hold him up. And that's definitely not. Also, when you use your core, the center of your body, try to a little bit straighten, if not even arch your back, so that you feel like you are pushing from your core, from your seat, and the middle of your body towards the mouth. And you have a big hot air balloon in front of you. And yeah, you are, and that's what the horse's head and neck is, right? Yeah. And now, how are you going to keep it up? You can only inflate it and keep it up by pushing hot air into it. So that comes from your lower back, the small of your back, through your belly to the horse, to the front. So the half holds, push his hindquarters under and lift his shoulder. The horse has to learn to lift his shoulder. That's what he hasn't, you know, that has never occurred to him. Because he's built downhill and you are so happy to help holding him up. So why should he lift his shoulder? Why would he ever think of that? So this is something you now have to start telling him a little bit. Come on now, lift up here, sit. And that's what we mean by sit. we mean take the weight behind and lift your shoulder more. And of course, we want the aids to go through, but there is a limit how through a back of the horse can be, because it is a very, very rigid piece of him, the spine. But you can feel it in the hand, you can feel it in the neck, you can feel it, how much he can bend his stifles and take his weight on his hocks. And this is something, this is a work in progress, right? All the time. Keep him lighter, keep him higher, and without losing his connection, and without getting above the hand. So this is nice, long rein. Good, very nice. And then bring him together again and shorten the rein. And then, do we now want to go to the trot, or do we want to, yes?
I usually do a little trot.
Little trot, and then we'll go over back to the canter and detail some of the work. I mean, this will be the longest warm-up in the world, but it's just so that the pieces are together.
That's my biggest difference, the warm-up. Then you also can go out there and do sections, but making it so it presents the way that I want it to be presented.
Exactly, and each horse needs a different amount of time. Each one has only so much gas in them, and then, you know, then if you ride him over the edge, you ride a tired horse, that isn't brilliant. If you don't warm him up enough, he explodes in your face, or he's just silly. And, you know, the trick, the biggest skill of all the riding when you are a competitor, I think, is to know exactly what your horse, when it's right. Just how much does this horse need? And then work accordingly. And that is hard, isn't it? It is very difficult. And sometimes you're so surprised because you thought your warm-up was a mess. And the horse comes in the ring, it's just lovely. And went, what the heck? How did that happen? And then you win the warm-up at the next show and nothing goes right in the ring. I have been in all those situations many times. And what you hopefully will find out is what each horse needs to get the best out of him in the ring. And it could be 10 minutes or it could be an hour. It's totally up to the horse. Okay, so now you have to figure this out. So now we want to do a little trot work. Get him engaged at the trot enough and check again on the lateral. And then we go, and on the mediums too. And that all his transitions are so polite, you know? When you when you ask him to go, it's go, okay, all right away. Little bit, yeah, that wasn't a very good start, was it? Keep him in the bridle, that's right. All the time. Don't surprise him with anything. Prepare him, don't surprise him. Good. Horses hate surprises. This is not good. Okay, and then from the next corner the same way, but this time you're going to position him left before you put your leg on him. Before you start your leg yield, and then he'll know, and then close your right hand and then apply the leg. So then he knew all about it. Good. Yeah. And let him really stretch up. Bring him to the right rein. Bring him to the right rein. Keep his ears level. Good girl. Okay. So then you check a little on the shoulder in, and you can even do the movement, you know, you can, because it's a great little exercise. Shoulder in to circle to half pass, I often use it with the horses just as an exercise. Contact right, little more angle, a tiny, tiny bit more, and not hanging so much in the bridle, half halt, up, uphill. That's what I would say as a judge. I would say he's not in self-carriage. Half halt right, yep, in self-carriage, yes indeed. Get his shoulder up, ride it up. Push it up from your belly button. Push that balloon up. Okay, from the back, this was a good half pass and a very decent circle, and the shoulder in was hanging in the rein. Okay, fine. So now I think the shoulder in is what needs improvement, and then we can get on to the other side. There, his trot is quite nice. Good girl. Yeah, keep pushing that air into the balloon. Come on, keep your half halts going. He's just waiting to hear what you have to say, but you got to say it. Good. Straighten his ears, straighten his ears, straighten his ears. Good. Okay. And then uphill to the right rein. Yeah, yeah. Self-carriage. Come on. Yeah, okay then. There. That's where he should be. Feel it? Now he's up where he should be. And it doesn't matter if he canters. Just back to the trot when you can. See, this is a little more self-carriage than you usually demand from him, so he gets surprised. So do that side again and get the whole thing clean. Ah, that's better in the shoulder in. Yeah, that's okay. He doesn't love to have to work that hard, but so be it. The girl, don't lift him. And back to the trot again. It's a little bit of a cheat. When you demand too much from his hind leg in the trot, he escapes to the canter. Not unusual, is it? Forehand over. Good, good. Very good. We love it. Turn right. And start again. Back to the shoulder in. Good. And yeah, he's much better in his hind leg. Good. But you got to force it a little bit, you know. You can't just sit there and hope that it'll happen by itself. I'll guarantee you it won't. It doesn't matter. He's just trying to escape all this work now. There you go. Yeah, don't let that aggravate you. Just stay on track. Yeah, he's much more uphill, but he also gets more tense. Do you feel it? Like, oh my God, this is a lot of work. Once more do that, and then I want to see an extension. And then we're sort of done with the preliminary trot work. Good, look at that cadence. Well done. Good job. Very steady. Yep. And keep him in the outside ring. Keep the bend, good. It's very good. Very steady. Very happy with that. And then half pass. Close your left rein and come. Let's go. Forward. Forward. Round. Round. Good. Okay. Now one good medium, huh? And it doesn't have to be the whole way. Just get him started and go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, keep going then. It's good. And now shoulder in, half hold, push him back, and walk. Very good. It's a whole different horse. You know? When you ride him like that, he looks like a totally different horse than when you warm him up. Yeah, but didn't that feel more exciting? I mean, it was more exciting. It was really fun to look at because the horse was totally carrying you. And with a lot of help and a lot of half-holds and reminders, but what else is new? You know, no horse in the world, never mind how well built, will do this because he decided to do it. It had nothing to do with it. You know, you decided he's going to do this, and then he learns to do it. On long rein, and praise him. But that was pretty exciting, and when you got to the extension, wow, you had a horse. That's right. That's how he should look, huh? Well, the last half passes and shoulder ins, and then coming out like that, and staying in the uphill position the whole way. And there it was. But of course, to accomplish all this wonderful self-carriage, you have to do 1 million half-holds, and then he tries to plunge on you again and again. But eventually when he gets in the right place, it's easy for him. But it isn't easy. If you look at his horse walking now, his neck is set on completely backwards. So, therefore, it's twice as hard for him to lift first his neck, and then put his head in the right place, and then lift his shoulder. This is big time work for him. But because he's so generous, he does it. If you asked it right, he does it right. And it's amazing to watch. It really is fun. It's more fun than you know, the horse that comes out looking like the picture-perfect horse. And they do it, you sort of go, yeah, right, you know, of course. But this one, when you see him warming up on a long rein, you go, oh, okay, so which division is he in? Exactly, but you can change all that. That's fun. I think that's the cute part of all this. Absolutely, absolutely. If you can get this horse to do the drill and get a D and not get all the complaints about the self-carriage and the blah, blah. You have performed a better feat than somebody on a totally talented horse that has a lot for free. The only thing for free with this horse is his wonderful attitude. And he does have a good rear end on him. You know, got a good engine. Okay, so pat him and tell him that was just great, because for everything you did right, he followed. As soon as you had it correct, he said, okay, you want me up? Fine. You want more? Fine. He never, ever said, I don't go there, except when he cantered instead. But then you can tell you have reached sort of the limit at that point.
Well, and I feel like it's like he just can't find the right.
That's right. Well, what he does is he loses his self-carriage, or it starts to be very hard for him to keep it anymore. So he escapes to the canter, and he gets a little relief, and then but that's only a matter of you never letting him go in anything but self-carriage once you have him warmed up. Once the warm-up is over, we are going to trot like this, okay? And you be very stodgy about it. You be very stubborn. We only have one trot, and it sits right here. And then eventually he gets stronger, and he will trot like that himself. You know, he'll offer it. Okay, so then off we go to the canter. And don't start collapsing on me now again. Straight in the body, bent elbow, right. That's it. Boobs in the air, look sexy. Don't lean back too much. Sit in the middle and let him just gently rock you. Sit in the middle, sit right straight up in the saddle. That's it. And that's it. You have a really good, strong lower leg and a quiet seat. That's fine. Good hands too. Just use your core a little bit better. Good. So maybe we start with some long half passes, long flowing half passes from say, go down to F and then go to S. So you get a really long feeling, so he jumps. Yeah, that's it. I like his canter to stay as uphill and bounding as possible. That's it. Lots of front leg, lots of air time. And then you look at S and you are going to be ready to go there. Your whole body takes him there. Good start. Good start. Look at that. Very good. Yeah, I love it. Very steady, uphill. And then straighten him. And somewhere there, give me a nice change. Left. Don't lean forward. What did you do that for? Sit up still. He changes, you sit. Okay, and then start again all the way down from K, or you can do it from this end, that's fine. Now go to V. This is a little stickier, huh? Yeah, come on. Move on. I think he needs to work on this side a little bit. There he shortened his canter and got really stuttery in the canter. No, let's go back to the right lead. And then we go back and forth a little bit with that. Back to the right lead. Good. And then starting here in the corner, start your half pass again. And when it gets sticky, turn it into a shoulder in. So whenever he doesn't flow anymore, so you do half pass shoulder in, until you are on the other side. Good. Cranky. Yeah. And then shoulder in. And then half pass, and a little more clear in the shoulder in. A little more clear, good, and shoulder in. No, he's not bending and he's not putting his right hind leg under him. And that's why it doesn't work. Keep that lead. Okay, go in the leg yield, that F, towards the center line. The leg yield, good. Keep coming, leg yield over, good. Come. That's it, push him on. Atta girl. This is a little awkward for him. Half pass right. He doesn't like this side as much. Now jump. Inside leg. Jump. That's better. Feel it? Now we're in the groove, huh? But it has to feel like that to look the same. Otherwise he gets a 7 or more for the left one, and then he gets a 5 for the right one. Good, there you go. Yes. Very cool. And back again. Come on. Very cool.